Hi teacher friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is the Saturday after the first week of school, so that is why I look the way I look. If you are new here, my name is Keanna. I'm the Art of FUNology everywhere on Instagram especially, but also on Twitter I'm Art of FUNology, and my blog is theartoffunology.com. Pretty much any social media you can think of, I'm there, TikTok, Facebook. So if you're interested in keeping up with me in other aspects or in other ways, definitely be sure to check those different social media accounts out. But it is the Saturday after the first week of school, and I am here to get my life together because the first week of school was very much like, I don't know how we did it, but we did it. So thank goodness we did. But there's definitely some alterations and some adjustments that need to be made to make the rest of the year go a little bit smoothly. Also, if you're new here, this is my 7th year of teaching and my first year in 4th grade. I am a math, science, and social studies teacher, and I've taught a lot of grades before. I've taught 2nd for 2 years, 3rd for 2 years, and 5th for 2 years, so here I am in 4th grade. So new grade, new curriculum, new classroom, new adjustments, new students, new class sizes. The class sizes are real different for me, but here we are. And I'm here this Saturday because I need to be productive. So let me just give you a rundown of how the first week of school went. All right, so we just wrapped up our first week of school, and it was a whirlwind. I just don't necessarily feel like we had the lessons planned, but I didn't have everything set up the way I needed it to be, and I felt it all week, and I never want to feel that again. It's just that time was not on my side, and also there's just a lot of ideas and projects that I had that I wanted ready for the classroom that just I didn't have the time to fulfill them. If you've been keeping up with my classroom setup vlogs, then you're probably like, wait, she never fully set up the classroom or even showed us what the classroom looks like. That's because it's still not 100% done. It's a good 65 to 70% done, which is totally fine for teaching children, but for my teacher self, it's a little bothersome. I don't think they would have noticed, but I notice, and that just gets me. But we've done a lot of new things. We've been trying flex seating, and that's been interesting. We definitely had to have those conversations about how do you sit on the stool? How do you use the brown ottoman? How do you use the different types of seats? I had to let the students try it out. One of my classes, I realize it's going to need more teacher-directed seat choices, but my other class, my homeroom, I let them try out seats for the week, and then I gave them this choice paper where they were able to rank their choices from 1 being the highest, 3rd being the lowest. So we use these rankings. My student teacher, she's amazing. She put these into an Excel spreadsheet, and then we use that to help place our students for their seats for the whole first 9 weeks. I told the students they'll be able to reapply for a new seat after the end of the first 9 weeks, and so if they didn't get the seat they wanted, they'll be able to do that a little bit later. So I did want to offer some student choice in my classroom. Some other things that we've been trying to figure out is just how students can sit together. We started digitally for 3 days before they came back in person, and I'm working at a smaller school than I'm accustomed to, so a lot of the students have already been in the same class together. In my homeroom alone, I have 9 students from the same class last year. So they're very well accustomed to each other, so just trying to figure out how to place students in a way that's still going to be productive for learning in the classroom, collaboration, and just really emphasizing too how to collaborate, not getting angry, being patient, communicating when we don't like something, and not being, oh my gosh, one of my students shared the best phrase with me, so I'm going to share it with you guys. She said at her old school, teachers told them when they were working together, don't be a hog or a log, and that is the most genius thing, so I'm going to print that out and put that in my classroom. So when my students are working collaboratively, they know not to be a log. We know logs just sit on their bum, don't do anything, they're not participating. And hogs, we all know the hogs, and they take over all of the tasks, grab all the materials, and don't want to share their ideas or anything like that. So don't be a hog or a log. Definitely use that in your classroom as well, because I think it's really awesome. So we've talked about small groups a lot. We've been doing some learning, some teaching. I don't have any anchor charts done though, so that's something else that I want to do. So I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys something. But as I go around the classroom, I'm gonna try to remember some things and give you some feedback about how it went the first week. But we're gonna be readjusting seats, assigning classroom jobs, finishing up some projects, cleaning off my teacher table because it's a disaster, which you guys, if you've been watching my videos, then you probably know that already. I need to set up the house system in my classroom, and I need to just make some like Cricut displays, set up a few more systems and things like that. So I'm about to go ahead and make my to-do list on my whiteboard because that helps me stay on track throughout this time. I'm giving myself 3.5 more hours to tackle everything. Yeah, 3.5 more hours to tackle things, so I gotta get going. So let's go ahead and make this checklist. So I'm not sure if you guys saw my first day of school vlog. If you haven't, I'll be sure to go ahead and link that somewhere in this video, but it's been a whole week and this is still on the board, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off before I make my to-do list. Alright, to-do list is done. I am a sucker for doing the easiest things first, so I'm going to go ahead and do the easiest things first. I also feel that if I do the easiest things first, it'll free up more time for me to do the harder things last, and I'm more likely to get more things done. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I got one of these 10 drawer carts from Michael's. They were $29. I had one in my classroom before, but I had the rainbow one, so now of course I wanted the white one for white and black, and I'm going to make some labels that go on each of these, and I think this is how my students are going to turn in their work this school year. I'm about to make some labels that look very similar to my schedule cards that I made from Canva. I plan to have these in my TPT store, and I plan to, or I can have the drawer labels in my TPT store as well, but they will look something like that. I left my tripod, so you guys will have to deal with a wiggly camera, but I got the idea for what I want to do with the drawers from a teacher on Instagram. I'm looking for the post right now because once I saw it, I loved it. I thought it was genius, so it inspired me. I think this teacher used vinyl. I don't plan to use vinyl for this, but this is what it looks like. It's from the Texas Lone Star teacher, and she has, as you can see here, it's like rainbow labels, and it has one for unfinished work, turn-in work, early finishers, extra copies, all of those sorts of things. So I'm going to make my own rendition for that, where my students, I teach 2 blocks, so I will have a label for my first block, math turn-in tray, and then a science and social studies turn-in tray that'll help me with organizing papers that need to be graded. Then the same one for my second block, but then I'll also have extra copies, maybe even like some early finishers. I don't really know what else I'm going to put in there, but I'm going to go ahead and make those labels right now so that those can be ready as well. cannot multitask. I was on the phone with my mom and then my brother and my dad, and while I was on the phone, I totally blanked on like what I wanted the labels to say. So what I have is math I'm done tray, science I'm done tray, social studies I'm done tray, but really I had planned for it to be an I'm done tray for math, and then one for science / social studies, and then a graded paper tray for the first block, and then repeat graded paper tray for the second block, and then the extra copies I did want, and then yeah, so I just totally blanked, and now I have one for science, one for social studies, one for science or math. I don't know which one I left off, and it is what it is. And then I didn't know what to do with the last one, so I made it miscellaneous, which you can see down here, and that's just going to be my graded work tray for my second block. That's not my homeroom, and then my homeroom graded papers are just going to go in the Friday folder bin over there. But I like how it turned out. The only thing I need to do now is add the distinction for which class is which, or which house is which. Okay, so this area over here used to be, I bought this shelf to be my technology center, and last year we had 10 Chromebooks for the classroom, and then I also have some tablets that I've bought for my classroom or got through donors choose, and so this is just like our charging station. But this year we have our big computer carts. We have gone 1-to-1, so I didn't really have a use for this. And being departmentalized and having the students take their book bags when we switch classes, I realized very quickly that the lunch boxes were getting in the way. So I decided to make this a lunchbox zone. Obviously, it's not too fancy. I just put some little labels here. Now I kind of wish I put it back here, but it's fine. The kids get the gist, and hopefully this will be the reminder they need to not leave their lunch boxes by the book bags and bring them over here. And I still have to clear off this area, so we'll be tackling the sink area next. Okay, it's getting to be about that time that I've allotted for myself to be at school, and there's just one major task that I for sure came to do that I have not done. So I'm going to update you on my to-do list and then tackle this one last task, and hopefully I can do almost the rest of these at home. So this is how my to-do list is going. So I've ordered those things. I've checked off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. And I realized I totally forgot to do, like, put 2 on the list. So no, I said 7 items out of 8. I meant 7 items out of 15, really 17. So the main thing I came to do today was clear off my teacher table. That's like a big catastrophe, so that's what we're about to do right now. And then I'm gonna head out of here just to like protect my time and utilize my day the best I can. And there's other things I need to do, and I could literally stay in this classroom all day, get this done, and still find 50 more things to do. So cutting myself off, getting this task done, and heading out of here. Okay, teacher friends, so it is, I think, 3. My Apple Watch is dead. So it's actually probably after 3, and I was supposed to leave here at 2:30. So I got my table clean-ish, and like mostly clean, 50 times better than what you saw it as when I came in. I got some things accomplished, which is also good. I worked almost the entire time. I mean, minus a few phone calls that I didn't expect. Now I need to go work on things at my house. So, that said, I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff packed up and get out of here and work on these things at home. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully very soon I'll be able to finally give you guys a full classroom tour. Still didn't get this bookshelf done and things like that, but I hope very soon that I'll be able to give you guys a complete classroom tour, and I'm really excited to share all the things that we do in 4th grade and hopefully be better about just sharing, period, because this week, y'all, I was just so tired and so lost that there was nothing to share. So, that said, everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!